To get into a top business school, like the Wharton Business School, roles like management consulting, firms like McKinsey, Bain and BCG can play a critical role in boosting your odds of getting in. Other types of work experience might be more interesting to you initially, but may actually impact your odds of getting into graduate school. My name is Jamie Beaton, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Crimson Education. I'm here today at the University of Pennsylvania for my graduation from the Masters in Education Entrepreneurship. This is an executive education program that gives you a deep dive into the world of education and business in only 15 months. The program combines aspiring entrepreneurs with existing business people that want to learn more about education. I decided to apply to the Masters in Education Entrepreneurship because I wanted to accelerate my knowledge of education, leadership, and business generally. I'd been to business school before, but I felt this was a uniquely designed program for education entrepreneurs that would give me exposure to people that had been there and done that in the education arena beforehand. Also, it was fast-paced. The coursework was mainly during weekends and during deep dive immersive, so it actually worked very nicely with my schedule running Crimson Education. Finally, I'd never experienced the vibrancy of Philadelphia and UPenn. From classes that deep dive into product marketing, where you have to figure out how big opportunities are for your offerings around the world in different geographies based on audience segmentation, student demographics, etc., all the way through to classes in finance, where you're thinking about how you value companies, businesses, potential acquisitions, to innovative education pedagogy and how we might design our coursework to be even better at the Crimson Global Academy, our accredited online high school. We also took classes in things like design thinking, where we had to really think about how you build user, or in this case, student empathy, and design programs that could really suit their needs and their objectives. Finally, we took innovative classes at the forefront of artificial intelligence, technology, and education, thinking about the ethics of some of this new technology like ChatGPT in the classroom and how it may affect education equity going forward. The program was structured in about 10 accelerated courses that took place over the course of the 15-month period. We would generally fly to the University of Pennsylvania for deep dives, which could either be 10 days or weekend-long programs with a couple of online immersives as well. The program culminates in a final 7-day on-campus immersive where you pitch your final project, your capstone project, to a panel of judges who are leading education entrepreneurs around the world. The application process was actually quite similar to applying for undergraduate schools at the University of Pennsylvania. The program involved a general series of application essays, as well as some reference letters from people that have worked with you either in an education or in a professional capacity. You've also got to upload your academic transcript from previous institutions you've studied at, as well as your resume. Keep in mind this is of course a postgrad degree, so you have to have the undergrad degree already, but the amount of work experience required varies enormously, with some folks coming into our program after only a couple years out of school, and others having worked in the education industry for about 15 years plus, leading some pretty impressive global education businesses. My advice to grad school programs in general, for those of you considering, is to be very strategic. I recommend backward solving down to freshman year in college and thinking about what do I need to achieve in terms of GPA, in terms of resume, work experience, research gigs, etc. There are many graduate schools that have very specific conditions, whether it be, for example, econ PhD programs or law schools, where you've got to really think tactically about how you spend those undergraduate years. Finally, the basics are essential. A great standardized test score, a great GPA are must-haves, as graduate school gets more and more competitive. And the last tip that I'd tell you is there's an incredibly wide range of graduate schools. This program, for example, a Masters in Education Entrepreneurship, is pretty niche, but it really hit my interest perfectly. So as you search for graduate schools, make sure you go beyond just the traditional MBA, JD, PhD, med school, and find what actually could be the right option for you to achieve your education aspirations and career goals more generally.